World War II was the deadliest conflict in human history. It began on September 1, 1939, when Nazi Germany invaded Poland. This invasion prompted Britain and France to declare war on Germany. The conflict quickly spread across Europe and beyond. By 1941, it had truly become a global war. The main combatants were the Axis powers and the Allies. The Axis included Germany, Italy, and Japan. The Allies were led by Great Britain, the Soviet Union, and the United States. Many other countries joined the fight on both sides. The war raged across Europe, Africa, Asia, and the Pacific. World War II saw the mobilization of over 100 million military personnel. It was marked by significant events like the Holocaust and the use of nuclear weapons. Several key battles turned the tide of World War II. One of the most significant was the Battle of Stalingrad. It began in August 1942 when German forces attacked the Soviet city of Stalingrad. The battle lasted for over 5 months. It ended in a decisive Soviet victory in February 1943. This battle marked the first major defeat of the German army. Another crucial battle was D-Day, also known as the Normandy invasion. On June 6, 1944, Allied forces launched a massive amphibious assault on Nazi-occupied France. Over 156,000 troops landed on the beaches of Normandy. It was the largest seaborne invasion in history. D-Day opened a new front in Europe and began the liberation of Western Europe. In the Pacific, the Battle of Midway was a turning point. The U.S. Navy decisively defeated the Japanese fleet, halting Japan's expansion. The end of World War II came in stages. In Europe, Germany surrendered on May 7, 1945. This date is known as VE Day, Victory in Europe Day. The surrender came after Soviet forces captured Berlin and Hitler committed suicide in his bunker. The fall of Berlin marked the end of the Nazi regime and the Third Reich. In the Pacific, the war continued for several more months. The United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki on August 6 and 9, 1945. These were the first and only uses of nuclear weapons in warfare. The devastating impact of these bombs, combined with the Soviet declaration of war on Japan, led to Japan's surrender. Japan formally surrendered on September 2, 1945. This date is known as VJ Day, Victory over Japan Day. The surrender ceremony took place on the USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay. It marked the official end of World War II. The war had claimed an estimated 70 to 85 million lives. Section 4. Hitler's fate, death, or escape. The fate of Adolf Hitler has been a subject of debate and conspiracy theories for decades. The official account states that Hitler committed suicide in his Berlin bunker on April 30, 1945. He reportedly took a cyanide pill and shot himself as Soviet forces closed in on the city. His body was then burned, along with that of his wife, Eva Braun. However, the lack of physical evidence led to numerous alternative theories. Some claimed that Hitler had escaped to Argentina or other parts of South America. These theories were fueled by the fact that many Nazi officials did flee to South America after the war. Reports of Hitler sightings in various countries persisted for years after the war's end. In 2018, French researchers claimed to have definitively proven Hitler's death. They examined teeth and skull fragments held by Russia since 1945, matching Hitler's dental records. Section 5. A new world order emerges. World War II profoundly reshaped the global order. The United States and the Soviet Union emerged as superpowers. Europe, once the center of global power, was now divided and weakened. The war accelerated the decline of European colonial empires. It set the stage for the independence movements in Asia and Africa. The creation of the United Nations in 1945 was a direct result of the war. The UN aimed to prevent future global conflicts and promote international cooperation. The war also led to significant advances in technology. Innovations in areas like radar, jet engines, and nuclear power had far-reaching impacts. These technological developments influenced both military and civilian life in the post-war world. The war's end saw the beginning of the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union. Section 6. Reflections on a war that changed everything. World War II was a watershed moment in human history. It reshaped political boundaries, economic systems, and social norms. The war demonstrated both the depths of human cruelty and the heights of human courage. It led to unprecedented destruction but also to remarkable resilience and rebuilding. The legacy of World War II continues to influence our world today. International institutions like the UN and NATO are direct products of the war. The principles of human rights and international law were strengthened in response to the war's atrocities. The war's impact on science and technology continues to be felt in fields ranging from computing to space exploration. The war also left deep psychological scars. Entire generations were traumatized by the violence and loss they experienced. The memory of the war has shaped national identities and international relations for decades.